Let us look at another example of break-even analysis. A plant is manufacturing 3,000 heavy-duty lathes per year and is operating at 75% of its capacity. The annual sales return is rupees 1 crore 5 lakhs. The fixed cost of the plant is rupees 40 lakhs and the variable cost is rupees 4,150 per unit. There is a proposal to utilize spare capacity by manufacturing precision lathes, which would increase the fixed cost by rupees 8 lakh but reduce the variable cost by rupees 750 per unit. Determine if this proposal is economical or not, and if not, why. So let's understand this problem in more detail. Let's say this box here represents the current scenario. And this box here represents the proposed scenario. A plant is manufacturing 3,000 heavy-duty lathes per year. So what is a lathe? Lathe is a machine which is used in manufacturing industries. And this company is manufacturing the lathe machines. And it is manufacturing 3,000 lathe machines per year and is operating at 75% of its capacity. So let's say N represents the number of units currently being manufactured, which is 3,000 units, and the plant is currently operating at 75% of its capacity. So let's find out what is the capacity of this plant. So let's say the full capacity is X. So X multiplied by 0.75 is equal to 3,000. This means that 75% of the full capacity is 3,000 units. So X is equal to 3,000 divided by 0.75, and this is equal to 4,000 units. So here we can say the overall capacity is 4,000 units. Now the annual sales return is 1 crore 5 lakhs. So the sales is 1 crore 5 lakh rupees. The fixed cost of the plant is 40 lakh rupees. So let's say F represents fixed cost. So fixed cost is 40 lakh rupees. And the variable cost is rupees 4,150 per unit. So let's say small c represents the variable cost per unit, which is equal to 4,150 rupees per unit. So this is the scenario for the current production capability. Now with this information we can infer one more data, which is the unit selling price. Let's say that is represented as P. So we know the total sales and we know how many units are currently being produced. So the unit selling price will be equal to the total sales divided by 3,000 units, which is equal to 3,500 rupees per unit. Now let us look at the second scenario, which is the proposed scenario. So there is a proposal to utilize the spare capacity. So currently only 75% of its capacity is being utilized, and the proposal is to utilize the remaining capacity as well by manufacturing precision lathes which would increase the fixed cost by rupees 8 lakh but reduce the variable cost by rupees 750 per unit. So now here n will be equal to 4000 because in the proposed scenario the proposal is to utilize the spare capacity and manufacture as much as possible. So n is equal to 4000 units. Now the fixed cost is going to increase by 8 lakh rupees, so it becomes 48 lakh rupees, and the variable cost reduces by 750 per unit. So the variable cost was C. So C is equal to now 4150 minus 750, which is 3400 rupees. Now let's see, can we infer any other information for the second scenario? So here basically the number of units being produced is 4000 units, and there is no other information about the selling price, so we are assuming that the selling price remains the same, which is 3500 rupees per unit. So the selling price is the same, 3500 rupees per unit, and therefore we can find out the total sales. So sales will be equal to the selling price per unit multiplied by the number of units being produced, which comes out to 1 crore 40 lakh rupees. So here we have the number of units being produced, the fixed cost, the variable cost, the unit selling price, and the total sales. Now the question is, determine if the second proposal, which is this one here, is economical or not, and if not, why? So basically we have to compare the proposed scenario to the current scenario and find out if the proposed scenario is more economical than the current scenario, and if not, why? So let us look at how we can find this out. So in order to find out which scenario is more economical, the easiest way is to find out which scenario gives more profit. So let's first take the current scenario, which is scenario number 1. Now here we know that profit will be equal to the total sales or the total revenue, that is the amount which we are getting after selling the material, minus the total cost or whatever we have incurred in manufacturing that material. This is same as, profit is equal to the selling price minus the cost price. So now the total revenue is equal to the number of units being manufactured multiplied by the selling price per unit, which is P. And the total cost is equal to the fixed cost plus the variable cost. So NP minus fixed cost is F, and the total variable cost is the multiplication of the number of units being manufactured and the cost price per unit, which is C. Now let's fill in the values that we have for scenario number 1. So N is 3000 units, P is 3500, F is 40 lakhs, N is again 3000, C is 4150. So 35 multiplied by 3 is 105. So 105,000,000 minus, this is 40 lakhs, plus 4,150 multiplied by 3,000. So 5 threes are 15, 1 carryover, 3 ones are 3, 4, 3 fours are 12, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 zeros. So this is equal to 105,000,000 minus, so this is 164,500,000, and this turns out to be minus 595,000 rupees. So this is 59,50,000 rupees. And the minus sign indicates that this is not a profit but a loss of 59,50,000 rupees. So in the current scenario, the company is incurring a loss of 59,50,000 rupees. Now let's evaluate the proposal and see if this new proposal is going to help improve the situation for the company. So again, same thing, we'll try to calculate the profit. So profit, as we found, is NP minus F plus NC. So in this case, N is 4,000 units, P is 3,500 rupees, fixed cost is 48 lakhs, N is 4,000, and C is 3,400. So this is equal to 140,000,000 minus 48 lakhs plus, let me put some commas here. Okay, so 4 fours are 16, 3 fours are 12, plus 1, 13, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is equal to 1 crore 40 lakhs minus 184,000,000. So this is equal to minus 44,000,000. So minus 44 lakh rupees. So in the proposed scenario, we are making a loss of 44 lakh rupees. And in the first scenario, we are making a loss of 59,50,000 rupees. So definitely in the proposed scenario, we are benefiting a difference of 59,50,000 and 44 lakhs, which is 15,50,000 rupees. And since it is both negative, second scenario is better by 155,000. That is 15 lakh rupees. So definitely the second scenario is preferred, and the company should move to the proposed scenario.